Hello, today we are going to understand about Testng. That is about today's agenda would be introduction about Testng. What are the advantages of implementing Testng and how to configure Testng to the Eclipse. So Testng is a testing framework where used by developers as well as the testers. Developers use the Testng for performing the unit testing, and the testers use Testng for doing system testing, integration testing, system integration testing as well. But mostly the testers we use this Testng for system testing. Now what are the advantages of this Testng? The first advantage you can say that in Testng we create multiple test cases using an annotation, that is an @test annotation. So each test case indicates a particular functionality so that we can create multiple functionalities as a separate test cases using Testng. Second advantage here is you can group those multiple test cases under certain subheading and use it for executing. Also, you can set some priorities for your test cases based on which you can assign a flow of executing your test cases. The third point here, very important, it supports parameterization where you can assign or you can give certain input or data for your test cases and based on which the execution would be performed. The fourth point here is you can execute multiple Testng classes by creating an XML file for it. And the fifth one, very important, the Testng has a built-in feature of generating the reports, which is not available with a Selenium WebDriver. So using Testng, we can generate a HTML reports and also perform the parallel execution. Apart from all this, one important thing is in Testng we don't use any public static void main as we do for a Java classes. Without a main method, we can execute multiple test cases. Now the third point here, how to configure the Testng to the Eclipse. So these are the following steps. So already we have installed Java and Eclipse IDE. Now you need to just get the Testng from this URL, that is a bust.com eclipse, and follow these steps. So let's see practically. So once after launching the Eclipse, you can verify the availability of Testng by going to the Windows menu and then Preferences. And check for the availability of Testng in this list. If Testng is not available here, you need to install it. If it is available, you can just use that Testng. So right now, I'll just show you the steps of how to install it. You can install by going to the Help menu. Then go to the option of Install New Software. Where you can just click on this Add option and give the details of adding with software. Testng from www.bust.com Eclipse. Just click OK. It will search for Testng. Enable this. Go for Next. It's trying to add the dependencies here. Once done, go for Next, accept the license and click on Finish to complete the installation. After this is done, it will ask you to restart the Eclipse. just say yes. Then your Eclipse will close and reopen once again with Testng in it. So currently I'm just cancelling it as I have already Testng. So after once the Eclipse reopens, you can verify it from Windows menu to in the preferences for the Testng here. So this indicates Testng is properly configured to the Eclipse. So in our next session, we'll understand how to create Testng classes and its attributes.